So here we have our first talking point. Let me remind you, the people who gave that decision, that order in CIC, they're in studio right now. Satyananda, Misra, ML Sharma, Information Commissioner and CIC. But why standing committee? I know, Mr. Misra, you have welcomed the fact that it's been delayed. It's gone to a standing committee. Why should we celebrate that?
Yeah, because if the bill had been passed and the RTI Act would not have been extended to the political parties, it would have been a rather very sad end to the order which had been passed by the Commission. And now that it is referred to the standing committee, not only the political parties, the members should themselves get an opportunity to discuss.
Yes.
They may invite civil society activists and other people like Mr. Subhash Aggarwal and others. Then they would get a completely comprehensive view about the need for bringing the political parties under the right to information.
Mr. Subhash Aggarwal, do you think they heard the voice and the angst of all the people protesting like all of you, saying that why are these amendments being brought in? Or is it because of political change of mind? Because we had a lot of politicians, including that, as my colleague was reporting over there, Sonia Gandhi also perhaps gave in to Aruna Roy's suggestion. Why do you think? Is it their own conscience which told them, let's delay these amendments?
Both. Due to members of civil society and due to some members expressing freely their views. Like today only, Maneka Gandhi spoke in favor of this CIC verdict.
Yes.
And day before yesterday, Umar Abdullah,
yes,
J&K Chief Minister, spoke in favor of this CIC verdict. And there are many. And you know, I am sure if this bill,
yes,
is put for secret voting,
a lot of more people.
Perhaps government will lose on this matter.
Really? You think all the MPs want to reveal?
Madam, one of the NCPRI member,
yes,
collected independent views of some parliamentarians.
That's really amazing.
They
you
all
really
said,
believe that?
They all said that political parties should be under RTI Act. You know, this country is run by some political bosses,
yes,
and not by 543 parliamentarians.
Yes.
And
so
parliamentarians have to raise their hands according to wishes of their political bosses.
But otherwise, individually, they are supporting. They're against
by
the
heart
amendments.
they are supporting.
That's very
our
encouraging.
cause.
Okay. Well, let's just look at a second talking point, because yes, a lot of people are welcoming it, but overall, what's the trend being like? So let's look at our second talking point. Is the RTI Act weaker since its inception? Mr. Sharma, when I spoke with you, you also voiced apprehensions which a lot of people actually have, that there have been certain trends, like the way CBI has been taken out, which was there right in the beginning. Government suddenly notified these rules. Can you give other ways as well?
See, when I talked to you in the morning, perhaps there was some misunderstanding. RTI Act would have been weakened if the Parliament had amended this law.
Okay. So
this law has not been amended. As Misra said, I am very happy.
But they're bringing it next session, though.
It has been sent to the committee, and I am sure the committee will give it a deeper thought. So far it has not weakened. This is one aspect. Second aspect is, you mentioned CBI being taken out.
Yes.
Well,
and let me tell my viewers, you are also a former CBI officer.
Yeah.
Number 2 in CBI. Yes.
Yeah, it's a little odd that all other investigating agencies,
yes,
of the country are within the ambit of RTI Act, but this one particular agency has been taken out. It's rather odd.
So it's weakened.
I call it odd,
yes,
so you can draw your own conclusions.
Isn't that weakening it, sir? By taking CBI out?
I won't think that.
Originally 2005, all of these were.
I agree that originally CBI was not part of the list of those organizations. CBI was included in that later. But I don't think that by a single inclusion you can say that the act has been weakened. The reason why I think that the act is actually growing in strength is not only because the number of people seeking information is growing,
yeah,
it is growing to an extent that in the state of Maharashtra alone, more than 6.5 lakh people had sought information last year.
Yes.
And close to 1 million people in Government of India. So you can't say that the act is getting weakened. Number 2, so many secrets of the government are being brought out, not only in Delhi, but in the state headquarters.
We have the 2G case which came out, all the Prime Minister's communications, these are all unthinkable. Did you, it was your application, right,
Yes,
which brought
yes.
out the letters of the Prime Minister between
Yes.
Raja and Prime Minister,
Yes,
which established the case. So those are perhaps some of the successes. Let's just look at another talking point when we look at what's been weakened. But before that, just one other question I wanted to ask you. Allahabad High Court brought in rules saying that you have to pay 500 rupees to file an RTI application. Do you believe that also weakened it?
Frankly speaking, as per our understanding of the law, Allahabad High Court, like other high courts being a public authority, can prescribe a fee. But the thing is that when the central government has prescribed a particular fee,
Which is 10 rupees.
all other public authorities should stick to that particular fee.